Hands were up in the neck, you throw it back, say don't stop, give me more. Have you ever made?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest. He's here, and he's a busy guy. I told him I need an hour. He's like, nah, I got half. I'm like, what? An hour at least. Like, what Jacoya gave us 3 hours. Like, come on. We want to know. We want to know a lot of things. Like, I want to welcome you to Radio 254. We are the home of Kenyan content and music. How you doing today?
I'm fantastic, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I came about your music because of the Mama's House project.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, I didn't know about your music before that,
Yeah.
but it was nice to get to know, okay, there's someone out there who's Kenyan and is doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely would describe your sound as very different. But I feel like before you get to the point where you built this brand and you have this following and people love your music and even relating with it, I'm sure like it's been a process and a journey to getting there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so I'm new to the scene, but I do not like to see myself as a new artist anymore. I see myself as incoming.
Okay.
Because, I believe that, music is also a lifestyle, and I've just been living as an artist, prior to actually pursuing the music.
I see you dancing.
Yeah, I love to dance.
I see you dancing a lot.
Yeah, I love to dance. Dancing just goes with music. It just goes with the feeling. It just goes with the emotion. So, like, however way you're feeling, and if there's a song in your head, there's a way that your body can move and respond to the song. So to me, that's what just dancing is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not like a professional dancer or anything, but yeah.
Tell me something. What's your real name?
My real name is Francis Kasema.
Kasema.
Yeah.
And I guess where and when were you born?
I was born in May the 5th.
Okay. So you're Taurus.
Couple of years ago,
Okay.
a bunch of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you think about music specifically,
Yeah.
like, what's your earliest recollection of like you and music?
I think of lots of what's this guy? Awilo.
Awilo Longomba.
Yeah. Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Michael Jackson.
Yes.
The great.
Yes.
Who else was playing, as I remember? There were a bunch of guys like who were back then. Like, I'm trying to remember like my younger days when I was like about 4 years old. I know that's a bit too early, but like obviously as I grew older, I started being familiar. There was Jennifer Lopez who came up, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias at the time. They were hot.
Curious.
Yeah.
Your music influences, would you say they were more influenced by like TV and radio or more from like your siblings? In your case, like for you, was it more like the TV? Like, we had the beat. We had, like Kiss 100.
Oh man, that was like.
But we also had like siblings and cousins. Like, check out this Caliph. Check out. So like, I guess for you, what your music influences? Where would you say most of them came from? Was it music at home or music outside of home too?
No, definitely at home when I was younger, because I am the last born.
Of how many?
We're 6 of us.
Wow.
But now we're 5.
Okay.
Right. So. Got my big boys with the Angels is looking out for me.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So like I had older siblings. I have older siblings, and they happen now to be my sisters. And one thing about teenage girls, they love music. So so they'll definitely like bump the radio, and just like watch TV, music shows on TV. So basically, I'd say that I got a lot from them from that. I honestly think that my sisters, especially like one of my sisters, Tess, like she would like teach me some dance move and stuff like that. And I thought it was really cool. I was young, and I thought it was really cool. So it just became natural from that point. Yeah.
What did you want to be when you were a kid? Like as you're growing up, what was it? What did you want to be?
Yeah. When you're a kid, you believe that the world is like everything is just cotton candy and roses and
bro, until you start paying rent, and like bills, and you're like, wow.
Until you have responsibilities, but I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. But I wanted to be like a pilot. I also wanted to be the director of the United Nations. I remember that because like I had this,
the Secretary General.
The Secretary General, exactly.
Yes.
So
did you do MUN, or like what even made you want that? You just wanted.
No, what made me want that? I was actually coming to that. I have this aunt, my favorite aunt. She's like she used to work with the UN. At the time, and I thought that wow. She's living really well. She's nice. Like she takes us, she takes me and my twin sister out on, out with our cousin. Like we all like grew up kind of together. So I'm like, if auntie's living this world, then I want to be her boss.
Yeah. Like she's doing well. I want to do what she's doing.
Yeah, I want to do what she's doing, and like be the guy who's up there. So that's actually what gave me that inspiration. But yeah, as a kid. I basically just wanted to see the world and change the world. Yeah.
So tell me something.
Yeah.
You said you have a twin sister.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Because
I feel like that's different.
Yeah.
Like I have a younger brother and we're 2 years apart.
Yeah.
But like was life different for you because you had a twin? But like of course it's boy girl twin.
Yeah.
But like how close are you and like what was that growing up as twins?
Oh. Like my twin sister, first of all, is like, shout out to her. I'm Francis, she's Francisca. Mm-hmm. My mom has this thing where she's naming us after saints, but
oh, nice. So she's Catholic.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out my mom. Shout out mom.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's 15 minutes older than I am. She's a bit taller. She's lighter.
Okay.
She's bigger than I am, and she's an introvert.
Okay.
So like,
can she sing?
She's very different now.
She can sing.
Actually, even like when we're singing like as kids.
Yeah.
Like we had this thing like we just used to just sing at the living room.
All kids had to do it. I feel like.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought it was just us.
Yeah, you have to entertain the family.
I just feel better, man, knowing that you guys also had to go through that as well. But yeah. So she doesn't sing.
Okay.
She doesn't dance. She's different. She's more inclined to cooking. She's such a sweetheart, but she's definitely like harder than I am, That's what I say, I love her so much. But yeah, it was we're different, but we like close and tight.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah.
So you definitely are not a pilot or the Secretary General of the UN.
Clearly.
So, where did life take you? Like, where
man?
We know Zeman, but like, where did your life journey take you? From your perspective, too.
Yeah, from my perspective, life is just very, very interesting, and I believe that life is an experience. All right, so life has no formula. There is no written book on what to do or, how to do something. You just figure it out as you go. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like in this life, you have to find your purpose or strive to find it and maybe like have some sort of destination. But it's a journey. So you cannot not look out the window like you're in a bus. So you have to experience like what you're seeing in the bus, the window. You have to experience this journey. That's what I feel about life. So, I went to school. I studied BCom. I was going to do something on business. Then again, I wanted to do mass communication. I was going to do something in, media and journalism. And then again, I just wanted to make money.
We all need money.
Yeah, So, but then again, along the way, I found passion for fitness, and it made me feel good. And maybe it was because of, the mentors who got me into that. And it gave me purpose. It gave me discipline. It gave me commitment. It taught me about that. And along the way, I also started to incorporate that into.
I saw you hooping just randomly, just in the that's. So
that's just hooping, but hooping it's something that I just did in school sports.
Okay.
I was a playful kid, man, all the way through even high school, even as old as I am. Even now, I'm still playful.
Okay.
I don't.
But
know.
you didn't even tell us how old you are. So
yeah, and
So I can't tell if he's young or he's old.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Is he young? Is he old? He's Zeman.
Yeah, it's Z-Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather keep that a mystery for now because apparently I'm confusing people.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is
So-
good.
so-
Mystery sells in this business.
right?
Yeah.
Right? I'm learning too, you know. But yeah, so I started coaching people and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it a lot because being able to motivate somebody and being able to, you know, make someone believe in themselves and reinforce and just unlock certain, you know, things from somebody that they never seen before, then
In themselves, even
Yes,
like
exactly.
you can see it in themselves, but they
Yes,
can't, and then
they
you help
can.
them see it.
yeah, I
So
mean
it
that,
unlocks something different.
that definitely felt good, and I did that for about 5 years, 6 years, and then now it was just time for Zeman, you know. Yeah.
And how does Zeman like begin? Like how do you become Zeman?
Oh, you know, well, in my campus days and after high school, we were making music with a friend of mine, and you know, just anybody we could get like hands on a studio on, or anybody who had a beat. You know, we will just go around and just make music maybe over the weekend sometimes, you know, when you have time from school.
Did you have a name? Like did you guys have a
Yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
First of all, like initially, we had like a group. It was
tell me about this group, bro. Come
Now
on.
we didn't really like take off. We just met. It was me and a couple of friends of mine. So one of my friends,
And you're telling me that
Yeah.
before campus,
yeah,
you had never done anything musical, not
like
writing.
recorded,
Yeah.
not writing. No. But you see, like in school,
Mm.
I was like all the way from primary. You know, I was definitely active in church and, you know, talent shows.
Okay.
You know, singing and dancing.
But you never saw. But in those years, you never saw yourself as maybe I could sing or maybe I can write and all
Well,
of that.
That obviously like crossed my mind a lot, but you know, like I was still having that mindset of, you know, what's
But as a last born, for example,
yeah.
did you have pressure for? Because like your sisters, them like okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you, the last ones sometimes can get away with doing whatever.
Yeah.
But like, did
That's
you have
true.
pressure for what you can do, or could you have just been? Did you have? What did you? I know you influenced what you wanted.
Yeah.
But like, I guess, I don't know. Like with becoming, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, you know, like now at that point when I was in campus, you know, at that point, you know, just a couple of years down the line, you know, I lost my dad and everything. So like my mom definitely wanted me to like have like an office job and stuff like that.
Stability.
She just wanted to like just be sure.
Yeah.
You know, she was like, just go do this thing, you know, the music thing, you can do it after, you know, that, you know. Because I remember like she used to like tell me a lot because I used to like watch TV and, you know, listen to radio a lot. So like, she will always be like, you need to go study because these people have made it. You know, you also need to make it, but they've done it through the music. Now you got to do it through the book. So I guess in the back of my mind, that always was that there. But, you know, she also at the same time always knew that, you know, like this dude was born to be an artist.
Yeah.
And she always knew. But her thing was just get it after, you know, like
After you're done with school or
you're
like
done with
after you have
school
a
and, you know,
job or
with a
something.
couple of jobs, you're stable, you know, just do that.
Yeah.
You know, in my head, I'm just like, man, you know, I'm going to be old at that point. That time. But, so yeah, at the back of my mind, I knew that. And, you know, she was supportive actually. Like when I went out, you know, and just recorded some stuff, or, you know, like when I was just out, just hanging out with, you know, other creatives, artists, she was supportive because like she could, like she always knew like this dude is just like different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about your campus days,
Yeah.
you guys are performing and making songs. When's the first time you got the studio?
We weren't actually performing. We were trying to get gigs. We were struggling, you know,
Okay.
like we were struggling. We didn't know anybody, and we were just making music for the love of it, you know, for the love of the craft. So initially it was gonna be a group of me and my boy and another girl.
Mm-hmm. But there was no name.
Though there was a name, it was called Plan B.
Okay.
We actually just met in a party, and you know, we were just freestyling.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, yo, you're cool. She's cool, you know,
Yeah.
let's just come up, you know, make a group. And yeah, you know, at the time, you know, you're all mellow and, you know, everything seems promising. But, you know, It just fell off. So I went on my own, and I was like the misfit. Actually, I recorded about 5 songs as the misfit.
And that was your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my actually original like stage name.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was.
So were you putting this out on SoundCloud, or where was all of this stuff?
Yeah. It was out on SoundCloud. Actually, the producer's on was putting out, because I wasn't paying the producer. The producer was my boy, so like he was like, okay, fine, I'm the one who's gonna be up.
What does that sound like? And like, why were you calling yourself the misfit?
Okay, that's a good question, but I always saw myself as a misfit.
Okay.
Like a misfit is, like somebody who's, when the others are going this way,
you go the other way.
You're just going your way. You're just doing your thing, So I always saw myself as a misfit, and, like, not that, like I'm a menace to society or anything. I wasn't like getting myself into trouble or anything, but like I was just a free soul, free spirit. I just do it whatever I wanted.
And how did you find this producer? How did he find you? Where you guys?
But the producer, we went to him we were in high school with him.
Okay.
That's one of the producers.
What's his name? Give him a shout out.
Yeah, of course. Rico Beats. He's done my first song, Conquer.
Okay.
That was one of the producers. And Rico Beats was also just starting out at the time. Yeah. The other one, there was a guy called Roba. It was my boy who went back to Tanzania. It's called Jexter. I had Junior Money, the Money Boys. They're doing the thing now in Tanzania. Shout out to them.
And all this time,
yeah.
How do you go from after Misfits? Who do you become? Do you have another name after Misfits? Or
after Misfit? No. After Misfit, life came, life synced in. You know what I'm saying? You grow up, and things get real, right? So up until this point, Zeman, then that's just it.
That's just it.
Yeah.
And the Zeman name came from?
The Zeman name came from just Kasema being my surname.
Yes.
And just me being the only boy now, the only man of the house.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
You lost both your dad and your brother.
Yeah.
So how's that been for you? Like how do you handle grief?
There was that. Grief has different stages, all right? So there's a first stage of denial, there's a then the final stage of acceptance. Up until the final stage, I was just at a place whereby I'm trying to find myself. But also not knowing, because like my points of reference, my mentors, God needed them more than I did. So I thought it was unfair at some point, But then again, things happen for a reason. And what I've come to realize that, as much as, like the situation may look bad, you need to just, find yourself a reason to, just keep on going. You gotta see the glass as half full, not half empty, no matter the situation. And I cherish the moments that I had with them, the moments I can remember, because my bro left when I was 9. He was 22 at the time. That was a long time ago. And then my dad left when I was what? When I was 20. Yeah. So prior to that, around that time, he had been sick for a very long time. So, I saw my mom, struggle and all that, to keep us in school and all that stuff, and I respected that a lot. And I just never wanted to let her down. I just wanted to, I just wanted to make her proud someday.
So, with you, do you find most people referring to you as Francis or as Zeman? What do most people call you?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Man, okay, so like my friends will call me as Francis, and like half of them will call me as Francis.
Okay.
The other half are gonna refer to me as Zeman, you know. And I don't mind that.
Okay.
But also like if I'm gonna like introduce myself to somebody, I'll introduce myself as Francis first.
Okay.
Right? Then like once you get to know me, then
you get to know who
Zeman
is.
I'll just tell you, oh, by the way, I do music and I'm Zeman,
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen, but it's very, it's really cool, because now I can walk down somewhere and somebody will shout Zeman, and I'm like, yo.
So it's Zeman.
Yeah, Zeman. Actually, right now,
I keep saying Zeman, but is it Zeman?
You and
But I'm genuinely asking.
50,000 other people are like Zeman, you know, and then
Zeman.
another like I'll just say Zeman because in my head I was like the man, but Zeman, you know. But I actually don't mind how you're gonna pronounce it, but you know, yeah, so long as you know, like I answer when you when you call,
That's dope.
Yeah.
What's a day for you? Like, what's a day in the life for you? Like, what's your like if you wake up, what time, and what do you do throughout the day?
Well, as of now, you know, with the music, I'm definitely, you know, like putting all my support. I mean, my energy. Trying to.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to put all or as much as energy and time that I can dedicate to music. Like right now, because now it's, you know, music is changing, music is evolving, and it's something that, you know, it's just like anything else, it needs constant practice. So in a day I wake up at around 4 a.m. 4:30, latest 5. I get my breakfast, you know, I'll hit a run, and I'll come back, I'll rest, I'll go to the gym, then I go to the office, and then the studio, then back home. I have a boring life, but
what do you mean you have a boring life?
You know, I lead a boring life. It's just da 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 on home, da 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 da. Oh, but I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly speaking. Like at this point, you know, there are times you know my friends will take me out, you know, just like come to my house or just like tell me, yo, today we're going here, you know, just to like blow off some steam.
Yeah.
And you know, I live for those moments as well. I mean, I don't mind them. So yeah, that's a day in the life of Zeman or Z-Man.
Zeman.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us something. We don't have a lot of time, but how would you describe your music?
Oh,
so we have 3 songs we can kind of base your music off, which is Real Love, Naoki, and Conga. Yeah. But then I actually want to go hear Misfits because I want to hear what that sounds like. Because with Zeman, I know too little. I want more. You know, like how it's like, okay, I wonder where this could go.
You see, here's the thing about the Misfit.
So
the Misfit was a rapper. That's one thing about.
So you
were
a rapper.
Yeah, the Misfit was rapping. You know, like, you know, it will come up with something.
Rap something for us, just a little bit.
Okay. All right. So this is the Misfit. All right. This is back then. You know, I got the Googa gone bad, kinda like Miley, the chicky wish you had, and I ain't Jay-Z. See, everywhere a damn catastrophe, reaching for greatness, kinda like Guinness. You feel that? I think it's illness, realness. See, I just impress. So why you judging me with no witness? We headed for the sky. You can call it elevation. Swimming in the ridges, you can call it flotation. We make the regulations, you do the speculations. It's my time to shine. Get your shades on, so I put my color on. With no shirt on, fresher than a mofo. Yeah, I got my flood on. You only live once. YOLO. No new friends. I'd rather ride solo. Girl, move your fine ass like Coco. You know, that was a Misfit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when was this? What year is this we're talking? Like, when was this?
This was.
Because that sounds nothing like Real Love.
Yeah. So definitely nothing like Real Love. But you know, that was 2013, man.
Okay.
You know, yeah. Oh man, the Misfit was wild. You know.
So and I'm asking because I know I've heard Naoki, I've heard Conga, and I've heard Real Love, but like I don't know what I could say you sound like.
Yeah.
So I guess how would you define your music?
You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, right now, like I said, music is evolving, and you know, like, people's preferences and trends, you know, they're changing constantly. So there's no like really one style to you know, like define you. Personally, that's how I just look at it. So I did those 3 songs, and actually like I have a few other songs that are different. And the reason is, you know, like I'm trying to display my versatility as well as, you know, just figure out what sound works best for me. And also at the same time, you know, just vibe out, man. Just give people something to bump to, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I want to do, man.
Okay.
Just like, yeah.
I want to really congratulate you on the videos because like videos are very expensive.
Yeah.
So like I'm happy that you're able to at least. A lot of artists are not able to visualize like their songs or what this like vision, like like you have a vision for your song. You want to see an audio and a video.
Yeah.
So big up for the videos.
Thank you.
So I guess what's coming next for Zeman?
What's coming next? So now I feel like I've turned up guys a bit much now, so I'm gonna take a different approach on this next release. I don't know which song we're gonna go with, but whatever it is, it's just gonna be different.
Okay.
Like I just want to try and tell a story in a different way. But now this time around, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be better than I tried to. Sometimes I let the pressure get to me, and just try to, just like be better than I previously was.
But I feel like with you,
yeah,
and I've just met you,
yeah,
so I'm assuming a little bit,
yeah.
But I feel like with you, you're always going to give us different. Because even like the 3 songs you've given us are all different.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like there's no sound.
Yeah.
And I ask you the question, you give me kizungu mingi. I'm like, okay. But definitely, like, I would not be surprised if you gave us a different song.
Yeah.
And like, I can know your versatility because you've been a rapper before.
Yeah.
You've done, you're not, you know how you can play with your voice like an instrument, and you could even do that so like that's exciting because there's no box we can put you in.
I mean that's just it, like you have to also like study the greats, and just try and pick something from them. And what I've learned from some of the greats is they've tried different things, and like they've found what has worked for them. I guess that's what I'm on right now. I mean, I do know and I do acknowledge that I have a long way to go, but I am faithful. Like I'm sure I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
Like I'm so sure, because like if.
And what's driving you? Like what drives you?
Like I said, one thing, my mom. I gotta take care of her, like like I'm the last man in her life, for crying out loud, So like she's really good, like her, and she's not getting any younger, neither am I. So there's that. There's also like I got a bunch of sisters. I got 2 beautiful nieces. I got a nephew.
No kids, no wife and kids.
Who, me, myself?
Yeah.
Man, I'm too young for that. Can you
What do you mean?
Come on now.
You're not even telling us your age. You might have wife and kids.
Come on now. Not that I know of. I'm just playing. Yeah. But yeah, there's that, and also like there's also the urge to just leave a print on the Kenyan music industry, and not just Kenyan, just like global, just like I wanna see the world, and I'm gonna do it through music. So that's the plan. That's my drive. That's my motivation.
Someone's asking, who do you want to work with? Kenyan industry. Who do you want to work with in the Kenyan industry?
Kenyan industry. Oh, all right. Producer or an artist?
Give us both.
Wow. There's this guy. There's So Def.
Oh, okay.
Not So Def, So Fresh.
So Fresh. So Fresh is on the beat.
I'm confusing. So Def is Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's this dude. What's his name? The guy who did Ben Soul's album Mutoria.
Okay.
I think he's got a nice vibe sound.
Nice.
And like, yeah, I mean, down the line, those are some of the producers, like they've caught my ear.
Okay.
Artists, man, there's so much talent. Like even now, I'm just like the misfit. Shouldn't have taken that break, because now it's different out here. It's different.
Can you produce?
Can I produce?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I feel like that'd be a dope advantage to have.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like I'm here for the whole thing. So definitely down the line, just it doesn't hurt to learn something extra. So yeah, I love that. As an artist, the great artists out there, like there's the artists who aren't even yet known or out there, like
put us on.
Zeji. Go look for Zeji.
Zeji the Fundi.
Zeji the Fundi.
Okay.
Yeah. Zeji's ahead of his time, man. Zeji was just born in the wrong country.
Okay.
You know.
You don't like our country?
No, it's not that. It's just that his market is just like Zeji sounds like, you know, that group Pharrell had, the Neptunes.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it's like a combination of both. So there's that. But anyway, just big shout out to Zeji, you know. I'd like to, I mean, I like how Furthermore sounds. I like how Boutros has his own style. You know, because I believe that art is, you know, just figuring out style, and if there's no style, then you make your own.
So I really like when you have your own style, people respect you for it.
Exactly.
And that you become, that's your sound, you know. Like even when you bite Lil Wayne sound, it's always gonna be Lil Wayne sound. You know, so it's like you have to have your own style to be a great.
There's also this guy, there's this producer who's got like this song with the most views on YouTube right now. What's his name? The guy who's done Kuna Kuna.
His name is Vic West.
Yeah, that's the guy, man.
His name is Vic West. I interviewed him.
Yeah. I mean, man, the dude has a couple of hit songs on his name. You know, I respect that. You know, like
Cool Me Down.
You know,
yeah.
You know, so like I feel like, you know, somebody who's managed to like produce, to give an artist a sound, and, you know, actually like make that artist like blow up or something. I can learn something from that, from such a person, right? Yeah, I like this kid. Why, you know, anytime anybody asks me the questions, the names they just like Trio Mio.
Okay.
Trio Mio, I think is he gives me Lil Wayne vibes.
Okay, he's really dope.
I think that kid gives me Lil Wayne vibes.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna front.
Okay.
In the sense that the way he's quick with his lyrics, his flow, that was like Lil Wayne. You remember?
And he comes correct. And he comes correct with the bars. Trio doesn't like you know, like he's not, the bars are not like, you know, like, you know, he's
for sure. You know, like you remember Lil Wayne back in 08?
Yeah.
Like nobody else
was so
was
soft.
You know, Lil Wayne was like Lil Wayne, you know, Ben Soul has a very, very like interesting soulful sound.
Okay.
And that's very, you know, Xenia Manasseh, you know, and also new artists, you know, like so many new artists I'm coming across right now, you know, even on my Instagram and stuff like that, and I'm just like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's inspiring.
So who is Black Alpha Productions?
Oh, that's the label that manages me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Oh man, that actually is that's a group of my friends.
Okay.
Who I just happen to surprise them that I can sing and perform. Okay. And they're like, no, wait, dude, you can do it? Is this you? Does this sound like you? I'm like, yeah. Like, no, call the producer. Let's go do it. And, you know, one thing led to another. And then we're like, you know what? Let's form a label. Let's do this. And also, like, yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate enough because, you know, to have a supportive, you know, just label behind you is something that...
Yeah, because that's hard.
Yeah.
It's something really hard to come across.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And...
So is there anybody else signed or is it just you?
Oh, it's just me.
Okay.
You know, I'm like the pilot. I'm like the guinea pig, you know, but and
it's dope because they're also investing in the video, so you're getting quality videos. So are you able to, like, let's say if you say you want to go work with So Fresh or you want to go work with, could they help you like with studio time and be able to like give you like what support do you get?
No, of course. I mean, you know, like, because now we're in this for, you know, for life. Yeah, we're in this, you know, to like, you know, make a name for ourselves, you know, make an impact, you know, inspire and uplift, and, you know, like, definitely we're gonna put on other artists, but you know, right now Zeman needs to like also show them that, you know, actually the investment, you know, makes sense. That's all I can say, you know. But also at the end of the day, still it's focused. Does
that put pressure on you? Genuinely,
obviously, to some extent, yeah, it does. You know, as much as, you know, like, I know them. You know, it's I wouldn't take that for granted, and I wouldn't, you know, like, waste opportunity because of that. But I'll say that, you know, right now we're all learning. We're all like we're just ready. Okay. We're just ready. Yeah.
I have a final question for you.
Yeah.
Something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Yeah. I'd love to get your insight on it. I guess You won't tell us how old you are, but I guess I'd love for you to give some advice to a younger you.
Yeah.
Could you give an advice to the you 5 years ago?
5 years ago.
Yeah. And I guess in that same breath, also give us like a glimpse of where you want to be 5 years from now, because it's where you are now. But I'd love to know advice you'd give yourself 5 years ago, and then where you see yourself 5 years from now.
Well, I'll tell you this. Me 5 years ago was, first of all, he was he was just like super turned up because there was no COVID. That's one thing. The pandemic pretty much changed a lot of things. All right. Me 5 years ago was, man, it's the dude was just wild.
And is that good or bad?
No, it was good. Because he was not reckless. He was not irresponsible.
Okay.
That's just never been in my nature. Like I'll have a good time. I'll wild out. I just enjoy being around people. Company that's that we're the same vibration. But I would have told a younger me to just go back to the music.
Okay.
Yeah, because like music was me like 10, 8, 7 years ago before I just put it to the side. But yeah, I mean, me 5 years ago, he was alright because he was doing what he loved, and he loved like coaching people and uplifting them. So me 5 years ago has no regrets. He was actually like living a good life. I mean, as
you are now, I hope.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Like
I would hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like now I'm better than good because I feel like I'm doing what I was put here to do.
Which is what?
Which is entertain. Yeah.
Okay.
That's me, like I'm good. I'm good. I'm grateful and I thank God for everything,
Okay.
That's just it. Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years? You didn't finish.
Oh, 5 years from now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I would have come up with like at least 2 albums, and I'd have a Grammy, if not a Grammy nomination.
Okay.
And I'll be globetrotting.
Globetrotting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Global, not local.
Global, like I want to see, I want to be a citizen of the world, I want to see different cultures, I want to like meet people elsewhere as well.
Okay.
And then, just come back and make my home a better place.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking to Zeman or Zeman or
one and only
Francis on the M-Pesa, depending on who's asking.
Yeah, my M-Pesa reads that, man.
But he's an amazing Kenyan artist from Kenya. If you have not heard his music, please take some time to do so. He's got 3 singles out. When are we gonna get new music so just they can have it?
Okay. So now we're releasing my songs and singles, just to build up the catalog and get that momentum going. But the next one should be out August. Yeah. Okay. Actually, the video.
You better be giving us more sexy videos and shit. More videos. No. You can't set the bar that high and then you just take.
Oh no, definitely bad. You can believe on that. Zeman doesn't make videos; he makes movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
All right, cheers, guys. This is Real Love by
Zeman.
Hang on to 254, guys. Have a good night. We'll be back in a bit.
Say, don't stop, give me more. Have you ever made love? Have you ever made love? Tell me what's real love? Tell me what's real